Hello guys, welcome back. CRM Software Academy, welcome you. We are learning the React.js series completely basic to advanced. In that we are under the functional component now. In the functional component, we are learning like how to use the map function inside the React. Map function is the most popular famous method that we use with the JavaScript, with the React and many more other client-side processing language. In that React, with React, how to use that. So hope you have gone through the previous video. There we have implemented the map with single dimensional array in React. Now you are going to use the map function in React with multi-dimensional array. How to iterate a loop using the map function in the React.js. So this example we are going to run completely. We are not going to fetch the data from backend. We will have some constant data, and that data we are going to print using map function. Okay, so it will be quick plus helpful for every beginners of the React that who wanted to learn. You can say starting of your hooks. Before going to the hooks, we need to know the map function. We need to know, like, you can say fetching the data. We need to know all, you can say, related functions, right? So hope you have subscribed the channel. In case not yet, will suggest you can subscribe it. It will be helpful for you to get the notification on upcoming meaningful videos that will help you to support your careers. Okay, so let's go ahead. So now you can see this is my page where I'm saying React map with a multi-dimensional array, and I have total 3 items that dynamically it's printing here, and 3 items also we have here. So now we are going on the code level and to understand, yes, how it is coming. I have one more example here. You can see the single dimensional array. That's a previous video, first video. And this is your multi-dimensional array. That is the second video. In that you are going to learn the how to use the multi-dimensional array in React with the map function. Okay. So let's go to the code level. Now, suppose this is my file. I have created item.js. Some code I have written inside. So I will be cleaning all the codes. A to Z I'll delete from here. I have deleted everything. So my file becomes empty now. Okay. Let me start from beginning. So I'll do here first import React from React. Next line, I will create an array constant items equal to simple flower simple bracket. Inside that I will be following here the multi-dimensional array. So we have already gone through the JavaScript. There we have seen how to create a multi-dimensional array. It is just same. Like I will keep a key called name. There I'll keep called apple. Then next key I'll keep called as a price, and that I'll keep somewhere 200 rupees. Next I'll keep called QTY. I'll keep as a 5. So one array is ready. One element for one item, you can say name, price, quantity we kept here. Now let me keep this one more item. I'll keep here called mango, and price let's keep as 100 rupees. Quantity keep as 15. Coming down next, two more array. One I'll keep called Java basic book, and I'll keep one in here called PHP advanced book. Then now we need to set the price for all. So price for mango 100, quantity I given. Price for basic Java book I'll give here called 1000 rupees. And then their quantity I'll keep here called 3. And the price for advanced book PHP I'll give 500. Quantity let it be 5. So this array is ready. This array is ready. Last comma is not required. It's optional. Be removed. So we got an array called items. Now coming down, since it is a functional component, so I will create a function here called item list equal to, I will be following the fat arrow method, and this fat arrow method name is called item list. That I'll do here called export. Export default item list. Item list. Semicolon. Right? It's a simple function like a fat arrow function what we have used many times under the other component you have seen already. Now let's go ahead. But before this example, I believe you have already seen the previous video, map function with in React with the single dimensional array. If not, then you can have a look into that. It will be much and much helpful. Okay, let's go ahead. Now I'll write here call return inside. I will keep a division with the ID called container, and inside that I'll write here h1 react map function with multi-dimensional array. Clear? Now you saw just we wrote a heading. Okay. Now we will be integrating this page in the routing. That also I'll show you. And then after that we'll come to the browser. So my file name is item.js and my function name is called item list. So what I will do now, this item list I will import under my app.js file. Here I have already installed the React router. I have already done the routing for 2 pages I have made already, right? So hope you have already seen the routing. That is the first video of this series React. If still you have not seen, then after this video, just you see now, and after that you implement the routing, then come back and implement. It will very clean and meaningful for you. Okay, so this was the only code you have under the routing. You can install this React router DOM and you can follow this under the app.js file. Awesome, your page also will look like this itself. Okay, now let me go here. Let me go here and I will be importing here. Import my array name is called item list from dot slash my file name called item. So from item file, I'm importing the item list. After that coming down, I have given a link here called item and that I'm linking here. Let me delete everything and then I'll come back in the phrase and I'll show you what is that. Okay. So see, now this is gone. Let me add a link here. Li. Under the li, I will be adding called link. Link should be capital. Link to. I'm going to generate a path here. That path is called maybe item. After that, we require to close the link tag. And finally, we will be writing here call item list, or maybe instead of item list, I should write something else here. Okay, hold on. Link to, I have missed out, equal to. So it's saying item, then I'll write here call multi-dimensional array and map function. This is the heading I given. Now I will write one more line here as a root exact space path equal to, what is my path? I have given the path called item. So I will be writing here slash item. It should match with this. See, in the link to you have given item, that should match here. Okay. Then component equal to which component you want to load. that component we have to give here. Item list we wanted to load, so we given here. Okay, item list. Now we imported the file, I added under the routing, and after that I generated a path here. So my link is ready plus routing is ready. Let me look into my browser. This is the page. So here active class I have written, that class I have removed. I need to apply that. Okay. So let me go to my second li and apply inside id equal to I have an id. I'll show you. I have written here a id. That ID name is called active. Active. I have created one ID. That ID I am going to call under the li tag. So my this ID particular li will look like selected. Okay. See here. It's look like selected. Now next we need to apply here the functionality. So let me come to the, so hope you understood this. What I did, I created a component. Inside the component, I wrote something. I created the function. I wrote the array. And after that, first I imported this function under the app.js file here. And after that, I generated one path here. I created a link. And then I added one path under the routing. So that now routing is set up. Let me come to my item page, and I have a class. That class name is called container. I have created in CSS file. Since the background is blue color, so it should be cross color, white color. Because of that, I have created a class called container. Now I'll show you what is happening. So this is the look. This is the look. Our target is here. This is our target. This is our target. There should be a page. Inside heading should be there. So heading is reading for us. Now next, it should display the length of the item. How many array length you have, that should be there. So I will go here in my page. Just after the H1, I will be writing here call H2. And this H2 I'll keep as a line equal to center. And inside I will print here call total items array dot length. So what is the array name? Array name is called items. So I will write here items dot length. Items dot length. Items dot length. Okay. Total items dot length. Now let me look into my browser whether we are getting the length or not. Awesome. You got here total item how many? 4. Look into here. This is our target. Here also is saying total item how many? 4 itself. That meaning we got the heading, we created the component, we added in the routing, we created the array also. Now come to our page. This is the page. Here we need to create the table and display the content. Now for that, I will go here and I will create a table. This is my table. For that, I will give a line equal to center. And then I will be following here cell padding also. Just 10 I have given. Let me give as a 15. And for this table, I will give width as well. Somewhere 80% so that it will be covering the full width. Now after that, I will write here called T head, and under the T head, I'll write a TR, and that should be BG color equal to orange color. Okay, because if you look into this, our target what we have, TH background is coming which color? Orange color. So I have given here called orange itself. Now how many heading we have? Item index, item name, item price, quantity, and total as well. So I will go here. I will follow the TH, and in that I'll write item index. Next I'll write next TH call item name. Let me keep n capital. Next I will be keeping here a TH for price, TH for price, and then will be the quantity, And finally, we will be adding here called total as well. Since total is not available inside our array, you can see here we don't have any key called total. Name, price, quantity we have. So we will be doing the calculation of total as well. Okay. So now let me show you what is the structure of our page. Perfect. You saw here table is coming, heading is generated, and it is showing total item as a 4. Now what is the next task? Next task is to run the map function. That was the main task. T-body open, T-body close, come inside and open the flower bracket. Now here we will be writing here item.map, and the map function, what is do? Map function need, okay, so what we did, T-body open close, inside we wrote item.map. Identify its item or items. It's items, not item. Items dot map. That meaning the content of your array you are giving to whom? Map function. Now the map function will split into two parts. One is called item info, item details, comma item index. Okay, and this variable, it is not predefined variable, it is your own variable. I have explained clearly in the first video of single dimensional array. This is the key and this is the value. Sorry, the first one is value, second one is key. So in case if you have not seen that, let's have a look into that video number first as well. Okay, now at this place you have to write a return, and under the return there should be tr, and under that we will follow the TD. Now first action inside, whenever you write any dynamic element inside the map function, you have to follow a property that is called key. It's called the props that we are going to learn in the property example. Here it should be the key value should be unique. So what I will do, I will give this one as a value. So you can say it will become a unique. 0, 1, 2, 3 will come, and always your TR will be unique TR. React want all the elements should be unique inside the map function. So that React will be easily, React can identify element and modify if you are given the unique element. Okay, if you are given the unique ID. So instead of ID here we are following as a just as a key. Now let me go here and print the item index, and let's identify in the browser what is going to come. See, it's giving 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That meaning index we are able to capture now. Okay. Now we have, what are the field we have? Name, price, quantity, and total. Look at here. Inside the array you have name, price, and quantity. Just like the array itself, simple. You will be writing here next a TD, and that TD will hold item index, item details, not item index, item details dot name. So item details, I'll show you my mouse here and see how it is happening. Hope you can see item details is holding the name, quantity, and price. This pop up over, right? Parameter item details, what it has? Name, price, and quantity. Where it is coming from? It is coming from your array. Okay. Now you can say as soon as you run the loop, individual one every iteration, individual product details will go to the item details variable, and from item details variable you are able to print their name. Let's look into the browser whether it is coming. Of course it is coming here. Our target was like this. So we have found the length, we have found the name, we have found the index that we have got here. Now next, price, quantity, and total. So let's go here, and same way item details dot you will be printing call, next call price, instead of name print as a price. Okay, again come down below and print again item details dot qty. So till here quantity you are able to capture easily. Let me show you in the browser. You can see it's coming till quantity. Next one is what? Total. as per the target, the total is missing here now. Let's go ahead. So how to calculate the total? We have already got the quantity and price. Once we do the multiplication of quantity and price, we can get the total easily. So that we are going to do here. And this is our quantity into, just you do item details of price. 100% you will be able to receive the, okay, total. Now let me show you in the browser. Of course it's coming here, right? And after that, in case in your mind there is a question, this item index is coming 0 1 2 3, can you make 1 2 3? Yes, of course we can do. Item index is coming here, do plus 1. So item index plus 1, what it will give? It will give now 1 2 3. It will not give you 0 1 2 3. See, coming 1 2 3 now. Our target was here, and this is we have received, right? Hope you understood the flow. I'll guide you again. Let's come from beginning. We imported the React. We created one array. We kept name, price, quantity. We wrote a function, simple, and inside the function we follow the whichever the UI you want. So I created a simple table. Inside here I am displaying the heading. Here I am displaying the length of the array. After that I created a table and I follow the T head and T body. Under the T head I display the heading with the TR with the BG color something so that it should look attractive. And then we follow the T body. Inside the T body we open the flower bracket, close the flower bracket, so that inside we can write the JavaScript code. And inside that we said items array.map. So what will happen now? The map function will split into your array into two parts. The first will give the your element and second will be called index. So element is nothing but now our multi-dimensional array. So at individual loop, in every loop, the item details will hold the details of the particular product. Let me move my mouse here and you can see what is happening below. It is showing the completely structure, right? In the JSX. And after that what we did, we follow the TR, and inside the TR simply we printed item details dot name, price, quantity, and finally we multiply it, right? So hope you understood the flow. And what you should do is whenever you are implementing, you should, it's a simple example, just play the video for 5 minutes and let's create till here, pause the video, implement till here, again play the video and generate the table, right? See the table structure, again pause the video and again go to your code, implement till there, write the code, again come back, write the map function, so that way you can implement, right? Hope you understood and enjoy the session. And again, thanks for watching. And in the last, again, I'll say you, in case still you have not subscribed, you should subscribe the channel, CRM Software Academy. It will be helpful for you to get the notification on upcoming React new functionality and new videos. Okay. Thanks again. Bye.